Well, hello there. And this is Auntie. And I am here to do my review on 90 Day Fiance, Season 7, Episode 7. The truth shall set you free. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. And to all my nieces and nephews who have been here with your auntie for the long haul, thank you so much for your continued support. Yes, your auntie does have on a hat because Boo took them cornrows out last night and got right on in the bed. Yes, it did. Didn't press it, comb it, or whatever. So guess what? Get past the wig. Get past the hat. Now, I need to make a little disclaimer before I start this video. Most of the time, I don't say sugar, honey, iced tea on my channel. And most of the time, I don't say a mother flucker. But tonight, I just might slip. And if I do, please excuse me. It ain't part of the norm. If this is your first time being here, I usually don't use those words. But today, I just might slip up. I already told Mary I might slip up today on y'all asses. If I had to rate this episode of 90 Day Fiance, I will rate this mofo a A just because it made me angry, bitch. I was angry than a motherfucker, okay? I'm trying to tell you, your auntie was angry, okay? This particular episode. So let's go ahead on and get into this mofo, okay? Buckle up, because it might be. Now, I ain't saying it is, but it just might be a bumpy ride up in this mofo today. So the first couple that I want to talk about is Sascha and Emily, okay? Now, we see them on the airline, on the airplane, and they are on their way to America. This is Sascha's dream come true, bitch. He is finally founded in possibly wife number 3. They are on the plane, and the family and the mom and the sister are awaiting them at the airport. The mom says, she went over there by herself, but she coming back with a baby. So it just might take her a little while to get, through customs. They're excited to see the baby and to see Emily, but they are not too damn excited to see Sascha's ass. So they come walking through there and everything, and the hugging and all of that stuff starts. The family is ecstatic to see her. They're hugging all over her. The mom, the dad, everybody hugging and all that kind of stuff. And Sascha just kind of standing there. But in my opinion, this gave Sascha an opportunity to check old moms out. We're going to get into that. Oh, yes, we are. We're going to get into that. So, they hugging and everybody, and the sister's like, mom grabs the baby and everything, and she holding them and all of that kind of stuff. And she asks the sister, do you want to hold the baby? He heavy than a mofo. She like, he heavy, okay? I'm trying to tell you, he heavy. He a big boy, okay? Now, mom only confirmed what I have been saying for weeks, okay? That's a big baby. Now, y'all know that baby is already wearing garanimals, all right? He's already in 4 T's at this point. I wanted to say 36th month, 48th month, but no, he's in 4 T clothes. So, when the sister got him, she was like, he got a big old head, the head heavy. And the mother was like, do you got the head? And she was like, I got it. So I was like, you know what? I don't feel so bad about saying that's a big baby because mama said this a big ass baby. basically they, trying to carry him out and everything because they happy about him and all that kind of stuff. And Sascha, the producers must have asked Sascha how did he feel because the greeting wasn't as warm for him as it was for them. And he was like, I understand that my son is the star of the show right now, but that's going to soon change because I've come here to America so that I can be a model, and I've come to America so that I can start a fitness center. So after a while, a bitch is going to be the center of attention. So, they decide that they fly into Chicago and they're going to, drive 2 hours in the car, and we see them driving and see them getting out and everything. And, they're going into the sister's house. The sister has allowed them to, stay in her room. She already has a little crib or place setting in everything for the baby. And so, she's been greatly anticipating the arrival of this little baby and Sascha and Emily. And so, they go through the regular stuff, and she's talking about how tired she is and all that kind of stuff. And the next time we see them in the morning. So Mama real giggly, got one of them little flighty type of, personalities, okay? Mommy's a Delta, okay? Because at this point, she would take flight and fly your ass through the friendly skies at any moment. But you know what? We digress because that's Mama, and she just happy. Maybe she just happy as hell that her daughter is home. And so, they give him a bowl of cold cereal. And, what'd you say? Oh, thank you, Amy. And so, they're going through, giving him a bowl of cereal, and the cereal has sugar in it and everything. And so he's like, this is cereal. And so, the sister was like, well, do you want oatmeal? And he was like, yeah, I would like to have some oatmeal and, bananas and peanut butter and protein shakes and a couple of nails and some screws up in that bitch. And so the sister's like, we can make that happen. What do y'all want to do today? He said, you know what? I want to go to the gym. And so, she's like, to the gym. And so, Emily chimes in, okay? And Emily says, you know what? We flew all the way over here. You're all the way over here. And this is what you want to do. But damn it, if you're going to the gym, I'm going there too. And so, we see this mofo, tell her that, she really does need to start working on her body and all that kind of stuff. The bitch just had a baby, okay? Well, not exactly, because at this point, the baby's a teenager, bitch. And so, she wants to work on her body and everything because we find out later on when she's in the gym that she's insecure about her weight and don't want to be wife number 3 and doesn't realize that, in being wife number 3, there's a guarantee that there's going to be a wife number 4 behind it, okay? So the sister's like, you don't want to go sightseeing? He's like, can we do both of it? He tells us that he hasn't worked out in 10 days and he's already lost 10 days of muscle. So I'm saying, bitch, what the hell are you making the muscles out of? You don't lose muscle that damn fast. How in the hell? So you feel like you lost a pound of muscle a day, bitch? What the hell are you popping pills? Or you shooting something? How do you know that you lost this much muscle, okay? So, they show them, at the gym and all of that kind of stuff. But before they went to the gym, he was talking about the sugar in the cereal. And so, he was telling the sister, I thought that you was going to eat, healthy. So this is your cheat meal. So the sister was, picked the box up off the counter and plucked some in her mouth because she was like, I'm a fat girl and I'm comfortable being a fat girl. And you ain't going to bring your criticizing ass over here and tell me what I can and I can't do. And so, he asked the mother, do you eat this kind of stuff? And so the mother was like, no. He said, yeah, I can tell. Sign number 1. This mofo got the hots for the mama. Because when he walked out the house to go to the gym, he was smiling and winked at the mother. Y'all know, y'all saw him. Bitch! He had it hot and heavy for the mama. And because she's so damn silly and giddy, no. I don't eat that kind of cereal. Oh, yeah, boo. I don't. This mofo winking at her, and she ain't not look back. She should have checked that bitch at the door. As soon as he winked his eye, she didn't have to her nipple. Y'all know y'all saw the mother her nipple. I said, the hell is going on between him and the mama? Then they get to the gym. She comes out with her outfit on. You know, it's a little tight and everything. And so, you know, she's like, I should have tried this on before I put it on. And he's like, no, you look fine. It's tight enough. It's all right. So he gets to working out, and now she wants to talk about him taking care of the baby. Wrong time. Wrong place, wrong time. The gym is where he goes to relax. The gym is where he goes to mac on women. The gym is where he goes to pick up that 10 pounds or 10 pound of muscles that he lost. Because he swears to God that because they were getting ready, you know, to move to America, that he could not work out. But I'm saying to myself, look like you want to work out with the mama. And so now we hear her talk about how she's 40 pounds heavier than she used to be. And she's worried about him looking at other women. She said, this is in the back of my mind. And I'm sitting up there saying, no, boo, this in the front. And so the next thing you know, she comes on her trick bag and says, you know, I just want to, you know, I'm feeling some kind of way about you being, you know, interested or looking at other women. Let me tell you something, boo. If you go to the gym with that mofo, there's going to come a time when a bitch will sneak a phone number. Let me tell you something. A bitch will walk past him and have Morse code on her forehead to make sure she get that mofo her number if she want him to have it. It ain't nothing you going to be able to do about this mofo cheating. He's so damn arrogant. He said, I ain't the one that be looking at them. Them bitches be looking at me. And I'm going to tell you right now, some women are so hot in the pants and they so desperate for a man, boo, they will take your man right in your face and tell you, boo, that it's all right for you to be put. I can't with these damn people. But this mofo had his eye on the mother, so you're going to have to worry about the insider threat. Do you understand what I'm saying? You ain't going to have to worry about no chick on the outside. You're going to have to watch your mother with the cereal. You're going to have to watch and see whether or not your mother get up extra early, bitch, in the morning and get to putting milk up in the cereal. You got an insider threat. And you probably are going to be wife number 3 when wife number 4 shows up. This mofo talk about, you know, he wants the family to babysit the baby for him, and this is what they can do, and all this kind of stuff, and he only need a couple of hours, you know, hither and thither, and all of that kind of stuff. And she's like, well, you know, it ain't your family, my family responsibility to take care of the baby. Oh, the mother gonna be getting taken care of, and so is the baby, and so is Sascha. Like I said, insider threat. The next couple that I want to talk about is Angela. Angela's ass is at home. And they had the nerve to have the camera just a little bit too long on mama. Bitch, I said I can't. I cannot look at that thing on mama's chin no more. Put a curtain over that mofo. Cut that bitch off. I just want audio. Because goddamn it, that big ass black thing on burgundy, black, purple. What the fuck is that on the mother's chin? And then mama sitting up there eating herself. Mama gnawing on her own gums. Do you hear what I'm saying? Mama all up in her mouth. My daughter told me, "Mom, is she chewing? Is she chewing tobacco?" I said she chewing her mouth, boo. She's sitting up there gumming. You talking about gummy bears? Oh my God, bitch, you ain't, mama got her own gummy bears. Do you hear me? Mama sitting up there like, the daughter said, come on, let me take a picture. She said, oh my God. I said, oh, shit. She took? That fuck is going. What? I said, that see, TLC dead ass wrong, but I'm here for it. Mama just, oh, well. She said, you looking good, Mama. She said, she. No, she ain't. You better stop that. I know damn well you ain't put that on your Facebook. So Angela's sitting up there with a lock. She done brought a lock because now she said it's time for her to lock her bedroom. She said that, you know, the kids can't come in. You know, they romper rooming all up in her bedroom and stuff like that. They sleeping with grandmommy and all that. So she said, you know, they can't stay with her no more. So, you know, she did trying to, you know, lay down the law and everything and tell everybody, you know, what the hell is going on and how it's going to be. So she got the little kids around there, you know, they sitting around like they at the New Zoo Review, you know what I'm saying? Like they looking like Peppa the Pig, and I guess they was looking at Peppa the Pig. And so, you know, Peppa gets, Angela gets to, you know, laying down the rules and telling the little kids that they can't stay with grandma and Mima no more because, you know, basically, you know, her man is coming, her husband is coming, Big Daddy, you know, Big Papa is coming and staying with them and everything. And so, you know, she tells everybody in the house that they got to follow the rules. She said, you know, even my daughter, she got to follow the rules too. She said, no, I'm not, never. No, I'm not. So Angela feel like she feeling some kind of way about Michael and ain't got anything positive to say about Michael's ass because, you know, basically, you know, Michael asked her, you know, for the egg. Okay. And so, you know, she goes on and says, you know, Michael gonna be taking care of everybody. The mother said, hell no. No, the hell he ain't. God damn it, he ain't gonna be wiping my motherfucking chin. He gonna have to let my chick just sit like this. No motherfucker won't. I said, God damn. Ah! Mama said, I know y'all told me not to talk, but I'm talking today. Hell no. She said, Mommy gonna be taking care of you. No. I said, I'm fucking through with TLC. I'm through with these bitches. We ain't friends no more. I ain't reviewing no more of this shows. We ain't hanging out like this no more, damn it. Fuck TLC. Mama don't want Michael taking care of her. Angela's like, this is what's going to happen. And you going to listen to him. And I'm saying up to myself, why in the hell do these women move these men in here? She told the grandkids that a man ain't never graced their home. They never had a man to live in their home. So the children, so while Angela was telling the children the right thing about why they could not be, you know, in the bed with them and all that kind of stuff, I just was like, Angela, you know, come on now. But Angela, I was thinking today, I was like, she has got to have a good job in order to take care of all those individuals that she is taking care of, including the health care of her mother. While I am laughing at the mother, and I hope don't nobody get offended because it's all about grins and giggles and laughs, I commend Angela for taking care of her mother. Her mother is 74 years old. Her face busted, but the mother is still alive. And for those people like myself who no longer have our mothers, I wish I did have my mother, busted chin and all. So I will give Angela credit for taking care of her mother, because it's not a small feat to do that. I took care of my mom, okay, when she was sick. And so I know how hard it is to do that. So now we moving along with the bullshit, okay? Enough of that. Now we moving on with the bullshit, okay? We moving on with what y'all came here for. I told y'all that I was going to probably be using some foul language tonight. I'm sorry. If you can't take it, leave out. Don't you put nothing in the comment section. You put it in the comment section, your ass getting blocked, okay? Because I already pre-warned you before the damn video started that I was going to be coming out my trick bag, okay? So don't fucking go there in the comments. All right, then, y'all. So let's go back. So the next thing we see is Angela and her daughter driving to a bridal shop, and they get to the bridal shop, and Angela is like a kid in a candy store. She reminisces and talks and reminds us of the engagement party that they had when she was in Nigeria. And so now, you know, she wants her mother to see her have a traditional white wedding, white wedding dress wedding. Okay. And so she's in there, she's putting her clothes on, she's, you know, comes out with a beautiful dress on. The daughter is talking about how she did not believe that they would even stay together that long. And, you know, so she's trying to, you know, feel some kind of happy way with her mom and everything. And Angela comes out with the dress. And I'm just like, oh, okay, that's the dress she's picking. Angela says that the dress is beautiful and she loves it, and this is the dress that she wants to wear. The young lady in the store asks Angela whether or not, you know, when is she getting married? Angela says she's not sure within the 90-day period. And to really what that means is that, you know, what she intended to say is that once he arrives in America, then we can make a decision, you know, we have to get married within 90 days, okay? And so she asks Angela, you know, if he doesn't make it here, would you marry him in Nigeria? And Angela was like, he better get the K1 visa. Anytime that 90-day fiance or TLC or Sharp Entertainment is circling or putting everything around this one particular word, and that word is getting that visa and the visa interview, I have a very strong feeling, regardless of what I have read, that Michael has not made it to America. I don't know that for certain, but I have a strong intuition, okay, that Michael failed the test, because they are really editing everything around this particular question. Okay, we ain't stupid. We've been here long enough to know. We've seen previews of Michael crying, and I believe that Michael's ass, you know, probably, you know, just did not do the right thing, or maybe it's being delayed, or whatever, you know, whatever, something has happened, and like something has happened. The next couple I want to talk about is Ronald and Annie, okay? Is her name Annie? Yeah, because there's so many damn Annies. So, you know, they allow TLC to film them in the dark while they are sleeping. We see the little baby, okay, the little bad baby. We see him kicking his dad while he is asleep. We see him tussling and wrestling back and forth with her, you know, during the night. And, excuse me, y'all. I did that for one of my viewers, okay, bitch. So, we see them wrestling and tussling back and forth. And so, you know, the next day we see Ronald. What did she say? Robert? Wait a minute, hold on. Am I saying his name wrong? Okay, Robert and Annie. Thank you, y'all. So we see them, going to, an apartment, and he is getting out of the car and indicating that, the little boy has been sleeping with him. He's used to Bryson kicking all over him. But now, he has her, and they have to get their own place. This bitch did all of this knowing that he had already signed the lease. I don't believe the mofo signed the lease. But anyway, I'm jumping ahead. So they meet with, a nice little real estate agent or property manager or leasing consultant. And she shows them a very beautiful apartment that has views of the water and all that kind of stuff. And the apartment boasts many amenities. The kitchen is upgraded. It's got a nice little patio outside, and a patio window, floor to ceiling window in the bedroom. And Annie is excited because she's like, okay, well, I can come out and drink coffee and just really enjoy this apartment. Only for Robert to say that he is not going to be able to rent the apartment because he just signed a lease. And so Annie asks the real estate agent, absolutely, who said that? Who said that? Creole Beauty? Absolutely staged. Why would this bitch go to a brand new apartment building knowing that he just signed a lease? He got out of the car with the bullcrap talking about that they needed their own place. And then he gets in there in front of the young lady and they get to arguing and everything. And it's just like, I didn't believe it either. I thought that it was a fake storyline. But you know what? I know that everybody likes somebody. So I decided that I would at least give these bitches 2 minutes, okay, of commentary. And so, you know what? Because I've already given these bitches 2 minutes of commentary, we're going to move the hell on. The next couple I want to talk about is Natalie and Mike. Like, I don't know what the hell is wrong with Natalie, but Natalie is fucking cuckoo for fucking Cocoa Puffs. She gets her happy ass up in the morning. Now, this is the same chick that we watched a couple of weeks ago and last week begging this man for a baby. Now, this bitch gets up early in the morning. She makes him coffee. She's all up in his face. She got her knees up to her chest. And she is begging Mike for a baby. Like, I'm talking about begging this bitch for a baby. So we see him laying in the bed and she comes in there, with a unicorn, and she's poking him with the unicorn. And I'm saying, you know what? This unicorn is giving me visuals. Why the fuck is she in here playing with a unicorn like this? But okay, I digress, because I really didn't even want to have a visual. I didn't even want to imagine what they're doing with this unicorn, because he thought it was funny and was like, I don't want the unicorn. Well, bitch, when did you want the unicorn? So you don't want the unicorn this morning, but did you want the unicorn last night? What y'all freaky bitches doing with the unicorn? That's so damn nasty. Anyway, she tells him that she wants him to go to church with her. Now, this bitch knows that this man believes in aliens. He believes in spaceships. He believes in moon boots, bitch. He believes in all of that. He doesn't believe in God. But she tells him that she wants him to go to church with her. She believes that she is going to introduce him to God. So they get up and go on out the house. She gets in the car. She got the beat up car. She tells him to open up the door for her. He's like, the driver's side door? She said, yes. Men in the Ukraine, open up the door, bitch. I'm like, oh, okay. So he goes and he opens up the door and he gets in the car and she get to backing up. This bitch is doing him like this because she can't drive. She said she forgot how to drive. So his whole entire ride is a training session on bitch how to get whiplash. She is yanking this mofo back and forth. She can't drive. She's switching lanes, about to hit people's cars. This is a ride from hell for him. But they finally make it to the church. And she says that people need to be praying. She prayed before she left. That's the only reason she didn't have an accident. I can't imagine how the TOC cameras were able to follow them, okay, without jumping every 5 minutes, because this woman absolutely could not drive. But they get to the church, okay, because this is where she wants to introduce him to God. He wants to hold her hand. She tells him, can't touch me because Jesus is watching. God is watching. God our Father, okay? So they walk up and everything. Huh? Okay. I thought you said it was some trolls. I was like, oh my God. So they walk, they walking up and everything. And I don't know a whole lot about that religion. I know what religion I believe in. And she, goes up and she, does a little thing and everything. And she kissed something. And he's like, what's that? And she's like, you got to kiss and you got to, put a little cross and everything. And so he ain't with it. He with her, but he ain't with this. So, he's reluctant to do any of the things that she wants him to do. And now here she goes into psychotic Christian religious bitch mode. Yeah, I said it. That's exactly where she went. This mofo said that he believes in aliens and that the aliens put a pyramid on every continent in the world. And I'm saying, bitch, I'm sure that there are some continents that do not have pyramids. But he said that the aliens convinced people and told people that they were to build pyramids. Why do you think that they're everywhere in the world? I said, what the what? I would rather this mofo believe in the power of toilet paper to wipe every ass in the world before I would want him to believe that aliens are a high being, that they have the key to setting a mofo free. Why not toilet paper? Okay, believe in that. Believe in the power of the roll, bitch. Believe in the power of rolling it this way or that way. Believe in the power of up, the tissue paper going down, or the tissue paper coming up. But don't believe in aliens. And so she's like, I'm scared of people who are not religious or don't believe in God. He said, well, why not? Why is that? She said, because under religion, you live a certain type of way, okay? And, and you follow a certain kind of rules. People who don't believe in God lie, cheat, and steal, and all that. And I'm saying some of the lioness, stealingest motherfuckers in the world go to church. Including your crazy ass, Natalie. See, don't get me started on that religious crap. Because those are some of the lioness people that you will ever meet in your motherfucking life. They some of the slimiest bitches. You can't even trust some of these bitches with your kids. And you gonna sit up there and judge this man because he said he felt judged and she was judging him. This bitch went on a psychotic episode. Paranoid than a motherfucker, okay? Acting a complete and total asshole up in the church. Now here it is, you've been laying up in the bed with him, sucking him and fucking him, but you can't walk in the church and hold his hand. You's a hypocrite. Thank you so much, boo. I'm sorry, y'all. I told y'all it was going to be rough. Thank you, Kay didn't pass for the $1.99 super chat. She needs to stop judging people and judge herself and that damn unicorn that woke him up in the morning. Because what do God say about that? Don't he say you got to marry in order to lay down with him? Ain't no shacking going on. Though it says better to marry than to burn. Look like to me, you put the cart before the horse. But you can walk up in the church with your hypocritical ass and sit up there and don't hold the man's hand. Now you sit up there with your eyes looking like this because this bitch will refuses to tell you something. She said, I need you to believe in God. He said, I ain't promise you nothing. I need to go to church when I come to America. He said, I send the horses out for you. I send Uncle Bo, and Uncle Bo can take your ass to church, but I'm not promising you anything. And let me tell you something. This mofo was straight up and real about it. But you the same motherfucker that married him without even having, our Lord Jesus, I ain't gonna get no ads on this. Okay, this is a free video. You the same one that allowed this man to propose to you and you said yes. You said yes. So, if that ain't putting the cart before the horse, I don't know what is. Because you shouldn't have ever said yes to his marriage proposal. And you damn sure shouldn't have been asking him to give you a baby. You done lost your mind. You done lost your mind. But it gets worse. So now she home with her mama because she couldn't convince him. Okay? She could not convince him to say yes to that bull. And now she's up in the morning, her mama talking to her. She making tea and everything for the mama. He gets up and he in a happy mood. Hey, baby. She don't speak. He speaks to the mama, hugs the mama. She mad. What you mad for now? She mad because the mama, according to her, is... Wait a minute. Hold on. Before I even get to mama, she had the nerve. Y'all remember last episode when we watched them on television? And when he brought up the axe, how furious she got? But as soon as she wanted to take a dig at him about not being in church and comparing him to Mike, she says, my ex-husband, the one that I divorced, went to church and we celebrated. But see, he didn't give you the baby. See, what you want from Michael is you want Michael to be your yes man. You want Michael to give you the baby and plug you up and all of that kind of stuff. But you really don't fuck with Mike for real. Like you really don't. You really ain't got it for him. You just want a baby from him because you weren't able to get one from your other husband. And all you need him to do is just declare that he believes in God. And he doesn't. And at least this man is being true. He goofy, but he's being true to who he is. He's standing in his shiznit. So now your mama is sitting up there pressing you about having babies. And Mike has already told you that he don't want babies. So you and your mama having a conversation about it. Mike asked her, what your mama saying? She said, bitch, get your cell phone so you can Google it. Get your translator app out. I don't feel like translating today. When he asked for a cup of coffee, she said, fix your own coffee. Oh, so now he fixing his own coffee. Where the unicorn at now? Where the fucking unicorn now? And then she breaks down and says, my mama is putting pressure on me to have a baby. And now Michael said it got to be two and it got to be a boy. And you sitting up there talking about something, I'm kidding myself. I'm kidding myself. Yeah, you have. Yes, you have. Because you're going to have to accept Michael for exactly who and what he is. Who and what he is. What's going on out there about the block game? Who is being blocked? Come on, y'all. Who block game strong? Mary's? Thank you, Lord Lee. Is Mary out there blocking people? Mary! I said that y'all can use emojis. I took the ban off. Just don't use a lot. What? Oh, not Mary? Oh, my God, y'all. Okay. Okay, because Mary stay in the bushes. Okay, all right. I apologize to all y'all that's coming. I just need to do that little house cleaning to find out what was going on out there. So I apologize. I'm back to the review. So, basically, she gets up, she goes into the room and she's crying and she says that she can't do this anymore. Because she basically did not get an opportunity to know this man. And I don't think that she's going to be ever satisfied with whatever man she has because she has these dreams that are just unreachable by any man. No man can raise up to the standards that she has for him, okay? The next person that I want to discuss out here on this mofo is Anna and Mercel. This bitch right here made me want to wring her neck. She is at a bridal shower, a bridal bachelorette party with her girlfriends. The girlfriends are getting her drunk as a skunk because they want her to let her walls down. They want her to tell all the tea about Mercel. Why is it that she is with this man that she cannot understand? That she has to forever have a interpreting app in order to communicate with him on a basic level. Thank you so much, Martha Brown, for the $2 super chat. So she's out with her girlfriends. She's having a bachelorette party and they're just asking questions about him. They asked her about whether or not she could drink, and she said that Mercel said she could drink once a week because that's what she's been doing at the home. But he don't want a liquor or sticker if that's what she do. He said he don't want a liquor or sticker. And he ain't going to. She said because he said your breath stink. No, it's about his religion. But see, you evidently you haven't done the research to understand what kind of man you with and how he rolls with his religion. This ain't about you stinking, bitch. He used to you stinking. He used to you stinking. Because you look like you're stinking. That ain't the issue. The issue is what his religion tells him is right and what is wrong. So anyway, we're going to move on, okay? So this mofo... So, the girlfriend's like, so do we go down? I mean, I want to be down. I want to be down with you. She said, no, he don't do that. The girlfriend was like, oh, what? Girl? She was like, I don't like it. I think it's nasty. The girlfriend said, not one woman has ever said that. I said, you're damn right. Because I want you to be down. Okay. Said no woman ever. Including your auntie. Y'all can use emojis. Y'all can use emojis. Put your little LOL up there. Put your little laughy face or two up there. I'm good with the emojis, y'all, okay? Just not a lot. So, anyway, she says she doesn't like that and all this kind of stuff, and she just continues to talk and drink, and they shot. And then she tells the girlfriends that Mercer will not tell his family that she has children. And her girlfriends die. Like their soul left their bodies at that table. The other girlfriend was like, wait a minute, wait, what? Wait a minute, hold up, what? She was like, if I could talk to his parents, I would tell his parents. But he won't tell his parents. And I'm sitting there thinking, you're about to marry him and you have no relationship with his parents? Her girlfriend told her, I don't think that this is a good decision. You need to make sure that he tells his parents about your children before you marry him. Now, they so at the table said that she should not marry him. She goes back to him and says, my friend said that I shouldn't marry you. They don't want me to marry you. They do not want you to marry him if the parents don't know. But you decided to do the K-1 visa, fill out the application, pay for it, fly to Turkey to be with him several times, accept his proposal, bitch, on a mountaintop, build a honeycomb hut for you all to get married in front of, bring him here with your children, set your children up to have their nutcrackers showing on national television, and you mean to tell me that now, because your girlfriends, are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Where's Mary? Thank you so much, Teresa Terrell, for the $2 super chat. Every time I watch them, I get a headache. I couldn't do it, Queen Star. I was trying to, but I couldn't do it. For some reason, it's not giving you that option anymore. Thank you, Marsha. So, this damn woman, right, has done all this, and now she's going to sit up there and give him an ultimatum and tell him that he's selfish. He said, we've already talked about this. We've already made an agreement that I wouldn't tell my family. And now all of a sudden, because you in a drunken stupor with your friends, you're going to sit there and tell this mofo that you're not going to marry him because he didn't tell his parents. Well, you accepted his proposal and everything else. You stanky bitch. Now, I don't agree with what Mercel's doing. But what I do not like is for her to pull back and change the conditions of this relationship and what the proposal was based on. Now in front of your friends, you want to act like you give a damn about your kids. You want to sit up there and fake the phony and act like you weren't tempted to leave your fucking kids, allegedly. Because you looking stupid, as you should, in front of your girlfriends. Mercel said, please, I want to marry you. I got to get that green card. No, you being selfish. Now all of a sudden you know how to speak a little bit of his language. Now all of a sudden you know how to put a couple of syllables together and make a word, bitch. Now all of a sudden you changing the game. Not impressed. Thank you so much, Paula Jones, for the $2 super chat. You look beautiful. Thank you, boo. We're not impressed. TLC fans, onlookers, we're not impressed that you wait until now to act like you give a damn about your children. You're not even listening to them. You don't give a damn. You talk about selfish. Let's talk about selfish. Let's talk about you and your fetish with the beekeeper. You fake bitch. You get around your girlfriends and you let the tea spill, and now you embarrassed about the tea that you have spilled all out on the dance floor, bitch. And now you want Mercel to ruin his relationship with his family when you was in on the game from the beginning. Bitch, you knew it when you did the application. You knew it and you said it in front of your sons. And you haven't dealt with it. And you think because Mercel tells his family that this is going to make a difference? No, it's not. This is not going to make a difference. Because at the end of the day, you put him in front of your children. Yeah, you did. And now when your girlfriend's eyes have bucked up and they can't believe that you will compromise such a precious gift, and then you're going to tell Mercel, my children are my whole world, but you never have taken them to Turkey because you were in agreement with him because of your fetish. And talking about a fetish, we see Michael's lying ass sitting up on the bed. Juliana asked him about the pre-nut. She asked him about the pre-nut. She asked him about the she said, what the fuck is it? What is a pre-what now? Juliana confronts Michael about the prenup. She tells him to please explain to me again, what does that mean? So he's telling her, because see, he got to breathe deep because he know he's a lying bastard. He one of them lying motherfuckers. He one of them bitches that's just trying to get over. This episode made me sad. And I told Mary I was going to try to keep my words together, bitch. But the disgust I felt. This lying bitch is sitting up there on the bed trying to downplay what a prenush is. You can't downplay a prenush. Thank you so much, Bobby Whitney, for the $10 super chat. Anna knew everything pertaining to Marcel. I would marry you, Auntie, and I would tell my parents too. Juliana knows what a prenup is. Oh, you would marry me, Bobby? I'm looking for a husband. Thank you for the $10 super chat. So she's sitting there on the bed and she asks him about it and he comes up with some bull crap, thing about what it is. And so she asks him and confronts him, did you have one with Sarah? He says, well, no, I didn't have one with Sarah because Sarah and I came into the relationship as graduating college students, and we didn't have anything. But I do remember getting burned. I do remember spending a whole lot of money to get out of the relationship with her. She says, well, why is this the first time I've heard of a prenup? He said, well, it's a prenup. And the first time, I thought that it was really shady of her to come in here and say that. I thought it was deplorable. No, you didn't, bitch. She says, well, you wouldn't have said anything had she not said anything about it. You had plenty of time to talk to me about this. And going back to Mercel said if he knew that Adam was going to flip on his ass like that, he wouldn't have even come over here. Because that's how serious he is about his religion. He said he wouldn't even come. She set this bitch up. Seems like the people you want to try to feel sorry for are the ones that got the most dirt. And now he's about to ruin his relationship with his parents because this bitch set him up. Do y'all see how valuable the green card is to some people? This world that we live in makes some bitches. Anyway, back to Skank Michael. So Michael is, trying to tell her, and she's like, okay, so how do we get this started? He said, we're going to go and see a mediator. But all the time, Juliana is sitting there like, He done put some funk in the game. He done put some funk in this fucking game. And what I ain't gonna do is be no fool. So they go and see a mediator. Now, I know a certain person, I ain't gonna call them out, but when they lying, they yarn. Every time they're lying and telling a lie, bitch, you're lying. If y'all go back and look at this episode, you will see that Michael kept breathing in deep. He just couldn't get the yarn out. Women, I'm telling you, if you ever want to catch a man in the lie, watch how that bitch breathe. That's right, whoever said that, body language. But Juliana knows body language. If she doesn't even understand the words, she picked it up. So they get to a mediator. She's sitting across from them on a big-ass table. Like, this is a big-time bitch. Like, her billable hours is like $500 an hour, bitch. So she sits there and asks them, why are you here? And they talking about, Michael says that he wants a prenup. And so she's like, okay, well, since you the one that came and brought your raggedy ass in here about it, you go ahead and tell me what the conditions is. He says, I am doing this to protect the assets, my assets for my children. She said, how much are you willing to give of it to Juliana? He said, not a motherfucking dime. Not a motherfucking dime. And I'm saying flocking. Not a motherfucking dime am I willing to give this bitch. I ain't giving her nothing. Thank you so much, Yoli1988, for the $5 super chat. Auntie looking gorgeous as usual. Your new hairstyle is everything. Michael is shady boots. Okay? Thank you so much, boo, for the super chat. Yes, he is. He said, I ain't giving her nothing. She said, you got any receipts to show how much money you make? Yep, sure do. I own a couple of wine businesses. And I ain't giving her nothing. So she turns to her. She says, so Juliana, what kind of money you got, B? Where you work at? She said, well, you asked me did I have money or not? She said, yeah. She said, I ain't got a dime. I ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. I stopped modeling. I stopped working a couple of months ago. She said, what did you do? She said, I was a model. She said, what kind of model? She said, a fashion model. I said, poor thing. Poor thing. She ain't did nothing significant in her life because she too young. And that's exactly what raggedy ass Michael was banking on. He wants this little young, dumb girl to go head on and sex him up every night. But make sure you stay young and dumb. And as soon as she ain't young and dumb enough, he one of them tight mofos that'll drop her like that for the next little young girl. She sits there and realizes that it's power in his money. That he will always have power over me because I don't have a dime. Michael sits there and tries to answer the question for her about what it is that she does, and the woman says, shut the fuck up. I'm talking to her. This is her turn. And what you're not going to do is leave her without nothing. He said, no, I'll take care of her. I'll buy her little toys and trinkets. She said, those are gifts. Michael sat there on the bed when he was telling Juliana about what a prenup was and told her that, usually the woman is the one who's heavily protected. See, he's bitter about how Sarah taxed his ass. See, because Sarah walked away with the house, bitch. Sarah walked away with everything on his ass. And the only way that she is protected is if she don't sign that prenup. She said, how in the hell are we talking about a divorce before we even get married? She said, I can't even trust none of these mofos. She said, I felt like the lady was on my side because she was a woman and she understood that I don't have shit. And this mofo said he ain't giving her nothing. She said, well, what if your career pop off? What if just luck just strikes your ass and your whole career turns around? What would you share with him? She said, the bitch don't want to share none with me. I ain't sharing none with him. This mofo went in there with papers in his hand. He was ready to stick it to her. And my heart bled for her because he had no compassion whatsoever and he knew what he was doing. And the benefit of the doubt that I had been trying to give him went out the window. I was hanging out the window with a pinwheel like a Geico pig. Wee! Wee! everything I suspected, but still gave him the benefit of the doubt on. Blew away bitch like a feather. Thank you so much, Queen, for the $9.99 super chat. I feel like he manipulated her into thinking it's better if her family didn't see her wealth. I wish she understood that his money is her money too. Poor girl, she needs a friend to teach her the game. Queen, you ain't never lied. Unfortunately, she's married to him. And I'm going to tell you, I think Sarah, in my opinion, is in on the game, because this bitch shows up at times when just it ain't humanly possible for her to know that this was the right time for her to show up. This bitch shows up when they're talking after they have come back from a wedding planner. Thank you, Singing Mukbang family, for the $1.99 super chat. Hugs, you tell them, Auntie. Hey, sis. Hey, boo. Excuse my language out here, okay? She shows up at the house right coincidentally after they left the wedding planner. Coincidentally. She shows up to tell him, I'll go and get and apply for a minister's license. Juliana said, I don't want her in every picture. Now, she been dropping the dime to us that there's something that's going on between Michael and Sarah, because she said he tells her everything. They talk about everything. He says, well, it's about the kids. She said, even the businesses. She said, I ain't stupid, I'm just dumb. Coincidentally, they just moved into the house. And now she's talking about, what about the pre-nush? Did you talk to her about the pre-nush? What about the kids? What a coincidence that you would drop by the house and mention that the ex-wife is in on the game. There's a reason why she divorced that man. And whatever it is, she's okay with his behavior. And so she supports it in every way that she can. Oh, yes, she is. She just want to make sure that he makes sure that whatever's left for her as a trustee over the estate, that Juliana ain't getting none of it. The mediator said, no, you're not doing that. She comes up out of there, and she talks about an incident between the two of them when they were together, and he had been promising her that he was going to take care of her. She said he just called her on the phone, no warning, nothing, and says, I don't want to be with you anymore. She said for 3 months, she didn't know how her rent was going to get paid because he just walked away, although he had promised that he would continue to take care of her. She said, you left me before? What makes me think you're not going to do it? And then she gets in the car, and this mofo tells her, bitch, you need to be grateful you here, because you could have been like your sister, married, pregnant, and stuck. This woman is sitting in the car telling you she don't feel like anything. She says she wants her independence. He said, you reading into shit. She said, I'm not reading into nothing. And don't you judge me, bitch, because if it was you, you would do the same thing I did. Don't you sit up here and judge me, Michael. Michael said, no. It's okay. Let's go in my old Lambo. Because I'm going to still buy you toys. And I'm going to buy you trinkets. As long as you doing what I need you to do. As long as you doing that, I got you. Okay, Porsche. Thank you, Bobby. I know it's one of them. Thank you, Boo. It ain't nothing worse than a man who is a victim or feels like he has been victimized by a woman. Because the things that he could do to show his love are the things that he will do to put a leash on your ass. There's a leash around this girl's neck that he can yank and pull back and not realizing if you just love me in a special way. What more can I say? Love me now. Y'all remember that song? Love me in a special way. What more can I say? Love me now. His love is a leash because he got burned. And instead of him getting rid of all of that baggage, he done brought that in on Juliana. And Juliana now is feeling stupid because she said, a man, I never wanted to be in this position ever again. She don't trust him because now she see that this mofo don't care nothing about her. He sits in there and thinks she's stupid and that the language barrier is so great that she doesn't understand that zero means zero. That nothing from nothing means nothing. She said, I want my independence. He preyed on her, allegedly. He sat there and said in Brazil that she was a white woman long as she was with him. You bitch. What do you mean by that? See all of that little stuff that you done said and them little things that you done dropped by? Let me know. It made me know some things about you. Young. I'm Brazilian. Whether I'm with you or not, doesn't make my skin white. It doesn't make me acceptable by those people who can accept me for who I am. If I'm with a white man, I'm still a black woman when I'm with him. Your money, your finances, your status, your house, bitch, where you live does not make me accepted by those who refuse to accept me. It ain't no money long enough, bitch, to do that. And now she is woke up. He smacked her and woke her up. And then sit in the car and say, at least you here. At least you here. You ought to be grateful. I got you over here, didn't I? You white long as you with me. She said, I need some independence. I need to do my own thing. I feel stupid. She said, I feel like some shit for letting myself get myself in this situation. She said, I want this marriage to work. And he's talking about when it ends. So let me tell you something, Juliana. Live the dream while you can. But trust and believe me, boo. You like a carton of milk. Bitch, you got an expiration date stamped on your ass. Trust and believe me. The moment your expiration date comes up, he will be opening up the refrigerator, taking you out taking the top off of your ass, pouring the sour milk down the drain, putting the plastic container in the recycle bin for somebody else to use, and getting him a brand new carton of milk. Because this mofo wasn't even sympathetic to you in the car. He's going to sit there and say to you, we can go and get our rings. Totally oblivious of his privilege. Oblivious. Thank you so much, Queen, for the $4.99 super chat. She better be smart and stop telling Michael her future plans to become independent. LOL. Move in silence. Queen, I'm trying to tell you. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. The smartest thing she did was supply some wealth to her sister, because he don't feel like the sister is nothing. And if she had a baby from her previous marriage, like he said, you could have had a baby from your previous marriage. She wouldn't have been worth anything to him. It's unfortunate. Because in this episode, I felt sorry for her. My heart bled for this little young girl. My heart also bled for Mercel. Like, my heart bled for Mercel. Because they had an agreement. And you don't go back on your word. Oh, stinky self. But in closing, y'all, this episode, again, if I had to rate it, I would give it an A for angry. It was all over the place. Tell me in the comments section how you feel about this particular episode. How do you feel? Do you believe that Michael got the green card? Do you believe his interview was fine? Do you believe that Mercel is going to tell his parents about the 3 children? Do you believe that Juliana is honestly going to find independence? Do you believe that Emily and Sascha, bitch, will stay together? If you do, something is wrong. And tell me, how did you feel about the flirting that was going on between Sascha and the moms? And the mom? Were my observations wrong? Tell me down in the comments section how you think about this. And thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate you coming back a week after week to see your auntie. Love you all so much. Thank you to everybody who super chatted. Thank you to all my girls that was like, Auntie, we can hold it down for you. We can mod up in that camp. Thank you all so much. I love you all to pieces, and have a great rest of the week. Mwah!